advent of the fourth industrial revolution has brought with it an increased dependence on technology to get the job done. Nowhere is it more apparent than in the hospitality industry. Leroy speaks to Robyn Christie, a travel industry consultant.
There's lots of talk about the automation and the developments that are happening, and I see numbers quoted like about 25% of all jobs are going to be replaced by automation. It doesn't ever really add to that as to how many jobs are going to be created by that automation. And I think there's a lot to look forward to. Jobs are going to change. So there are a number of very routine jobs that happen today that can be automated. A lot of industries are certainly adopting that automation, and that's exciting because there's obviously lots of other opportunities that come of it. But I don't think you're ever going to replace a robot with a meet and greet or that true South African essence of what people come and experience. So yeah, I think the experience that they have on vacation or in a hotel or in a guest house, still about the people.
In your opinion, do you feel that those invested in the hospitality industry within South Africa actually understand the value proposition of their workforce?
From a business owner perspective, I certainly think they do. It would be very short-sighted if they didn't, because they are so dependent on those people. So I do believe that they see that there is a value. There's absolutely no question, and I think there's a lot of very, very good stories that emanate out of those experiences. And I actually recently did some research on TripAdvisor. I went on to all of the different, well, not all of them, but a lot of the different sites and tourism opportunities we have here in South Africa, from guest houses, game lodges, hotels, and sites, and read the reviews. And probably more than 80% of them reviewed the place, and the immediate conversation was about the people that they'd met. It was about fantastic place, really lovely to visit. I really want to thank Brian, he was brilliant. So-and-so was great, the food was outstanding, the chefs were wonderful, we enjoyed that is what makes a lot of what we're seeing as being successful. So that integrity, if you invest in that human capital that you have, it's critical. Everybody gets afraid when they hear about a medical scheme. Oh, the cost of a medical scheme, I can't afford to put everybody on the medical scheme. However, we also see that the executives are all very well taken care of through a medical scheme of some sort. It's that low end and the income sort of disparity between the different rates or the different levels of staff. So we have a number of different solutions that actually meet that, even if it's just from an occupational therapy perspective. There is the availability that individual can actually have access to treatment for a very nominal fee. And it's really, the monthly fees are very affordable for either the business owner or even to subsidize on behalf of the individual. But it just keeps them healthy. It keeps them busy. It keeps them on the job, and actually the cost of the absenteeism far outweighs the cost of what the treatment is. And unfortunately, what we also see is that very often these people are never ever treated for the true cause of they treat the symptoms, but not necessarily the true investigation of what the problem is, which leads to long-term complications and other problems.
So at the end of the day, how do we then balance profit and workforce health, in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, your workforce is entirely what your profit is about. I mean, your cost of food, your cost of operations, your cost of getting that passenger or that customer into your, there is a cost, and all the way through that chain, you have people, you have an intervention of some sort where you are dependent on your team. So again, if it doesn't form part of your strategy, your business strategy, it's not going to be part of your culture. And if you don't value the team and the people that you actually have working for you, you're not going to worry about having an occupational health strategy.